How you doing? How you been? What's going on? What's good? How you getting it in? Body getting the fudge. What's going on?
Hey, we come to you with bad news. We lost another one of our sisters. Her name was Janelle Ortiz. She was 28 years old. I want to share this story with you because this story is a lot different than the ones I usually share. Check this out. Okay, we lost one of our sisters. Her name was Janelle Ortiz. She was only 20 years old. And I want to share this story with you. The story has been reported as of September the 18th, 2018. Alleged Border Patrol serial killer third victim IDs as a trans sex worker. Through Janelle Ortiz, allegedly targeted by Juan Oritz because of her profession instead of her gender. It is important to respect her chosen name after death. Now, Chief of the Border Patrol caller responded to questions of Juan David Ortiz on Monday and the Webb County Sheriff's Office. The third victim of allegedly killed by Border Patrol agent Juan David Ortiz, who the 30s are calling him a serial killer, has identified as a 28-year-old transgender woman, Janelle Ortiz. Though they share the same name, they are not related. She's not related to the killer. Janelle is one of the two victims authorities believe were killed just hours after the fifth victim, Erica Pena, escaped and gave a description to the police. And before Ortiz was apprehended, Webb County Sheriff Office Chief Deputy Fred identified Janelle as the third victim in a news briefing on Saturday using her birth name and is known to the community of her dead name. Now, in August, 65 law enforcement agencies across the country investigated murders of transgender people. In January the 1st of 2015, and in 74 of the 85 cases, victims were identified by the names given and abandoned in their daily lives. This is a practice that's reported, and it is painful to the community and disrespected the victims, but actually slows down the criminal investigation because key witnesses and people knew them victims might only know them by their chosen name. Now, this is the thing. All 5 of Ortiz's victims included women who escaped, who have led authorities to him, were sex workers, allegedly, some of whom Ortiz knew personally. Ortiz told authorities his goal is to eradicate all the prostitutes and appear he would befriend them to gain their trust before driving them to a remote area and shooting them. Ortiz has confessed to his crimes and been charged with 4 counts of murder, 1 count of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, and 1 count of unlawful restraint. He has not pleaded to the charges. Garza said in a press conference on Monday that Ortiz attempted suicide by cop by apprehending, positioning himself in the parking lot and hoping authorities would think his cell phone he had on him was a gun and would shoot him. He was apprehended without incident. Garza also said that it's unclear whether Ortiz used government resources to track down his victim. Webb County Judge Tano told reporters that Ortiz used information he had access to his job and monitored the ongoing investigation of avoid arrest. Now, Ortiz is the second patrol agent in Laredo this year to be arrested under murder. Ronald was charged in June for killing his girlfriend and a 1-year-old son. Authorities says they're taking the death penalty for that. Now, when it comes down to Jenna, her mother said that the mother mourns the victim allegedly killed by the patrol agent, and Edna Ortiz, the mother of one of the 4 women who were allegedly killed by the patrol agent. I'm still in shock and depressed. She said, "That was my child, the 4th victim. Now I have to travel 1,200 miles to bury my sweet baby." A transgender woman known as Janelle, a high spirit person who never get mad and always smiling, her mother said. If you needed help, she had lots of friends, she said. I can't keep up with the stories they write about my child. I can't stop crying because I don't want to see her this way. Ortiz, 20 years old, a third of the other women allegedly killed by Juan David Ortiz, 35 years old, a 10-year Border Patrol agent, over 2 weeks period, on Monday, basically killed Janelle. She had 3 brothers and a sister who is sad and disbelieved that she is dead. The mother said, I always close my children. I'm always close to my children and me," she said. "As my older, they had different lives and moved on." Ortiz says that the alleged killer is a cold individual who has no feelings, and that her and her family has left is to cope with their loss. "Be strong and pray, and there is a purpose for everything. Everyone knew my child," Janelle said. Janelle, her mother said. "Yes, she's transgender, but she loved her life. She always loved to dress and beautiful, and she was. She left with a smile to the people of Laredo that knew her. Thank you from your mother," she said. Now, this is just devastating, and that was from the mother and stuff. Now, the mother in my prayers and stuff, this is devastating. Very devastating. Now, this is the thing that gets me. Juan David Ortiz. I want you to check this out. Juan David Ortiz, a U.S. Patrol supervisor. Not just helping. He was running stuff. Who has confessed to murdering 6 sex workers. Allegedly. That's what he said. Now, listen to that part. Supervisor. And they wondered, did he use a database to find and track down the sex workers? Of course he did. My personal opinion, of course he did. He tracked these 3 girls down, and he killed them. He went after the 4th one, but she got away. And she actually gave them the description that one of your own is killing the girls. Trying to murder the girls. Because if she didn't get away, there would be more girls that would be murdered. There was one trans woman, but there were 2 cis women. Cis women means born female. And all 3 of them dead. And allegedly, they were sex workers. But they're all dead. And for what? Unbelievable. Anyway, Miss Edna Ortiz and your family, you're in my prayers. And all I can say is rest in peace, my sister. Rest in peace. Okay, so now August says, rest in peace, my sister, rest in peace, and the family in my prayers. This story is very different only because it was a supervisor at the Border Patrol. So basically, they were getting information, he was allegedly getting information, gathering up everything of the evidences where these girls lived and stuff. My personal opinion, contacting them, they're not aware who he is, or maybe they did. Took in the locations and stuff, and killed them. 3. He tried to kill one more, but she got up on top of him. She was on top of it, so she knew what to do. So she basically saved every girl's life that would have came after her. So God bless you, the woman who saved the rest of the girls' lives. And the sad part about it, I believe there's more girls that's been murdered under his watch. They need to go, they said he was basically officer for 10 years. Allegedly, they need to do a 10-year investigation on the people that's been murdered that were women on his watch. Because I guarantee you, in order for a person to get that confident in killing someone, they had to have been doing it a longer period of time than it's being reported. So I do believe that he's killed a lot more people than that. And this is Spanish guy, Ortiz and stuff, and Juan Ortiz said he's basically wanted to kill sex workers. Allegedly that's what they were. And I hate when I do these type of stories. We can say sex workers and we don't know. We can always speculate that's what they were doing, but then maybe they wasn't doing it. But a lot of times people put labels to people, and they may have done something in their life, and they'll stick that label to that person, and they may not have been doing that. They were lured, they were preyed on, they were murdered. And all the families, you're in my prayers and stuff, because this is horrible. 2 cis women and 1 trans woman murdered. And for what? Because someone wants to pass their judgment and their opinion on someone else that has nothing to do with you. The sad part about it is there are more people in office that sit in the opposition that's committing bigger crimes and murdering. So hopefully they're gonna they will do more investigation and start watching more people activities when they do a report as far as people being murdered. Basically, if the reports is right, they were saying he would go check the data to see if he would find any trace that would lead to him being the person that's the suspect of killing these women. They were shot. So he covered his own butt. It was like an inside job. And I personally believe there's more inside jobs being done than just this guy. I do not believe he's just the only one. But as of
Janelle Ortiz, rest in peace, my sister, 28 years old. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, my sister, and the family, in my prayers. And I want to share this there with you. They basically call him allegedly a serial killer. And basically, I believe there's more. And like I said before, please be safe. And like I said before, just because they smile in your face don't mean that they're your friend. Always stay woke. I love you, and thank you for watching Get 3.
All I can say is the family in my prayers, all 3 of the families, subscribe to my channel. You know, we have to learn to stop killing people, and the sad part about it is the family's gonna hurt even more. So in my prayers, all 3 families, and thank you for watching Get 3.